What's up, YouTube? We are back with another MLB video. Today, we're going to talk about a few different things, but the first thing, as you can see, we finished the fourth inning experience path. Yes, I finished it a couple days ago, actually, and today's Wednesday. I finished it on Monday, got it all done. Let's go ahead and take a look at Carlton and the other guy, Mike Pizza, right? Mike Piazza. Anyways, you're going to see their prices. Let's look at their prices right now. You can see their prices are $5K for Mike Piazza. And then also for Steve Carlton, you're looking at about $16K. You're going to see why it's so important to get this done so fast, because we're going to go ahead and look at what I sold the cards for in just a little bit. Here's Roger Clemens. You can see he's selling for $219 or $267, whatever you want to look at. Rafael Devers selling for $259. Now let's go to my auction house and check and see what we got. So the first guy, you can see we sold Mike Piazza for $51,000. That's right, 51,000 stubs. You could buy him back for 5,000. Bam, done. 46,000. Hell of a profit, guys. I don't know about you, but this is why it's important. Let's look at the next guy. The next guy, Steve Carlton, right here, 62,000. You could buy him back now for 14,000. However, that would be stupid because he's going to continually drop, but that's why it's so important to get it done. And the last guy, you can see we sold Roger Clemens for $390. And then just below him, by finishing the whole path, you get that 50 bundle with a chase pack. And I magically pulled Al Leiter. That's why it was so important. Let me look at that. That's already 600,000. We got over 700,000 coins or stubs, whatever you want to call it, after finishing the path. 3 days, 700,000 stubs. Take away your tax, you're looking at 630K. But that doesn't matter because that put us over 1.6 million stubs. That's what we're going to use to be spending on all the cards to keep up with things. You can see my spotlight. I finished my spotlight. We are going to be working on the flashbacks and stuff like that. I'm not buying these cards at this price. You can see they're expensive right now. I'm not going to be buying them yet. I'm wondering if there's not going to be a pack somehow, somewhere. Also with the egg hunt, I feel like those cards are going to come down, so I'm going to wait. World Baseball Classic, again, the cards are too expensive. To finish it, I'd need 147K. I know that isn't nothing. I got it. Mural, we will be finishing the mural set. I need 116. I'm pretty sure I got that. We're going to get ourselves a J-Ram and so on. You can see I have finished Vintage. I finished Cityscapes. We're good to go with all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's why it's so important to get stuff done. Moving on, let's talk about investing. We have a huge player roster update this week on Friday, along with the flashback, the set and stuff like that. That's why I need to get this done in a quick hurry. However, I'm going to wait on these two. Like I said, I'm going to wait on these two and hopefully there's a pack. This one right here, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. I might just buy it outright. Mural, I am definitely buying it outright. We definitely need the cards. I mean, you go back and, I have plenty of the Jolt cards. I'm not too worried about there, but you can look at like right here. You know, I go through all these and see like, are the cards, how expensive are the cards? Because you're probably going to need some of these cards. So any card basically 7, 8K, I'll just buy and so on and so forth. You can see I pretty much have a lot of them, but we're going to go back and do that for the flashback set to get ready for Friday. But let's talk about investing. So the first guy I am invested in is Wilson Contreras. We're going to go down. We're going to go team by team. As of right now, he's still 625, so you could technically buy 20 of them. I'm starting to question whether or not he's going to go up. I'm really starting to question, but I have 30 some of him. I'm really starting to wonder. But I'm going to ride with him. I got 30 some. If he goes up, great. I'm hoping he goes to an 82. That would be great. If he doesn't, it's fine. I'll probably keep him for the next update and so on. But that's my first guy. The second guy I have invested in is Ben Rice. You can see right here, he is already basically selling like he's an 84. So it's up to you and whether you want to invest. I would not because he's an 82, but I have over 30 of these guys. Ben Rice, I do not anticipate him going diamond. Based on the last one, I think he will go 84. You can see right now I probably should be selling for 1,900, but I'm going to ride with him. Maybe he goes diamond, maybe he doesn't, but this is another guy I'm invested in. Then we have Cam Schlittler, who has been playing fantastic. You can see he's already selling for 1,200. That means the market hasn't anticipated him to go up to 83. That's okay. I'm going to ride with him again. As you can see, I have over 20 some of him. I'm going to ride with him. I'm going to keep him. And when he goes up, hopefully he goes to an 84. I'm assuming he's probably going to go 83. But honestly, if he goes 83, I should be selling right now. That would be a little bit of a profit. But I really don't care about any of that stuff. I mean, I'll show you something here. So I'm showing you my market here for Red Sox. You can see right here, you can see the cards that I have. So like what I do is pretty simple. You can see Rafaela. I will go ahead on Friday morning, Thursday night, probably more Friday morning. I'll go look at this. Okay, you can see he's an 81. You can see his buy now. You can see his sell now, and so forth. Right? I mean, you can see sell now should be technically 600, but nobody's buying any, and that's okay. But I'll go ahead and I'll just quick sell all of them because it doesn't really make a difference to me. If I think he's gonna go up, then like Wilson Contreras, I would keep him. And then after the update, I would just go and quick sell and then restart and buy, as long as he's within reason and stuff like that. And how I got all these cards, pretty simple. I play mini seasons after mini season, after mini season, after mini season. Packs upon packs. That's how I get all these cards. The next guy I have invested in is Yandy Diaz, is an 84. He is actually one guy I do think will go diamond. There's not many people that I think will go diamond, but he is definitely one of them. He is still not up to that 3,000 mark though. However, is it investable? I mean, guys, I hope you watched my last video. Hopefully you invested in the guys that I told you then, because if you did, I think those are the guys that are going to go up. And at that point, every one of those cards were minimum. The next guy is Christian Walker. The market is telling me that he's not going to go up. I still feel like he might go to an 81. I could be completely wrong, and if he doesn't, that's fine. I bought all the cards at sell now anyway, so at minimum of 400. So it really won't affect me because then when I quick sell it, I just break even. That's the whole point of this. I have zero risk for any of this stuff. Only thing is upside, right, on any of these cards. But I do have over 20 of these guys. I'm hoping he goes to at least an 81. I'll take 200 profit, times that by 20. We're looking at only 4,000 stubs. I mean, thank you, SDS, for really hurting investing. But, it is what it is. The next guy I have is Shea Langeliers. He's definitely, again, do I think he goes diamond? I think there's a reasonable chance that he goes diamond. I think the only guarantee right now is Yandy Diaz that I've talked about. Should Ben Rice? I think he should. He's played really well this year. Same with a couple other guys that we'll get to. But I think Shea Langeliers deserves it. However, will he get it? Maybe, maybe not. The market, as you can see, says that he is right in that teetering, in that middle part. And there's a lot of market sharps. Or roster update sharps, whatever you want to say. But I've definitely invested in this guy. Definitely, if he goes to an 85, you're still looking at 700 per. So you're looking at 14,000. If you were to buy 20, you'd get 14,000 profit. But that, again, it's up to you and what you guys want to do. I'm definitely not telling you what you should do, but I'm telling you what I did. Now, Drake Baldwin, I'm invested in. You can see he is still minimum. I'll tell you what, I don't think he's going to go up this one. I'm going to keep the cards I have. I don't think he goes up because he got hurt. Prior to the injury, I thought he was killing it. I thought he had a reasonable shot to go on diamond. Could he go to an 84? He could, but I still think he's going to stay at 83 only because he got hurt. I mean, that's ultimately the only reason. Then we got Iglesias, again, 82. That means that he would be at a 900 sell now, which is exactly what it's looking like right now. I'm invested in him. Do I think he goes up? I do. I don't know how much, but I do think he goes to probably an 83 or something. If that's the case, that's a 300 profit per. That's a 6,000 profit total. Again, thank you, SDS, for really putting the cap on things. A new guy that I've invested in is Michael Harris. As you can see, an 81 means his minimum would be 600. I bought all my cards at 600. He's now up to 1,200. That's basically selling at an 83. I think that's probably reasonable. You probably should be selling right now. I will wait till after the roster update, but he probably should be sold right now. But this is another guy I'm invested in. And the last of my Braves, Dylan Lee, an 80. As you can still see, he is at minimum. Again, do whatever you want. I'm invested in him. I think he's going to go up to an 81 or an 82. Most likely an 81, but that's just me. We already have a diamond in Christopher Sanchez. He is an 85, but as you can see, the market is already projecting him to go up to an 87. Now, a little more risk with this. A little more risk with diamonds. I have invested into Christopher Sanchez. Again, I bought them all at around 30 or 3,000 to about 3,400. So technically right now I should be selling. That's guaranteed profit. That's not how I do things, but I do know that's probably the best way to handle it. However, I'm hoping he goes to, if he goes to an 87, I want to say it's like 4750 is quick sell, I think, or 4,500. I can't remember what it is. But anyways, I'm invested in him too. Then we have Ellie De La Cruz, who honestly should have been a diamond last time. I do think that there's a shot that he'll go diamond this time. You can see he's an 83 overall. That means that minimum would be 1,200. Right now, as obviously you can't get him for 1,200 anymore. If you were to buy him at 1366 and he goes to 84, it is 134 profit each one. There's profit at least. I don't think there's any way he doesn't get to 84. However, with SDS, you just never know. I've definitely invested into this guy, hoping this guy goes diamond. If this guy goes diamond, that would be 1,800 per card. I got a total of 30, but let's just say you had the max of 20. You would be looking at just a simple 36,000 profit. That would be pretty good. I mean, that's really the best way to get profit. I mean, in the roster updates, I mean, they've limited it so much that it's a lot harder to get profit. You can't just invest in one guy, two guys, three guys. You have to invest in numerous guys in order to get any kind of profit. But the truth is, if you get 50K profit, 75K profit, hey, you profited something at least with all of your updates and all your investments and stuff like that. I'm really looking just to get 50 to 100K profit, because that's not my main style of getting stubs anymore. And the last guy we're going to talk about today is Vargas. I don't know how to say his first name, but he actually was a 79 literally last week. They dropped him down to a 78 with a position change. I think he's got a shot, a small shot, to go to gold. That's my hope. That's my hope. 300 profit per, 250 profit per, doesn't really matter to me. Again, that'd only be 5,000 profit within 20. But you know what? I think he's got a shot, and it's all about profit for me. But guys, that's who I'm invested in. That's all of my investments. That is literally it. Now, if you stayed this long in the video, guys, make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. I 100% appreciate it. Honestly, the best way to make stubs right now is Diamond Quest. That's your best way. Guaranteed profit, 20 to 40K an hour. That is pretty much the best way to get stubs. You guys saw, I mean, I profited 630K after tax with the XP path, going through the XP path really fast. And if you really wanted to, you could burn down the multiplayer program right when it comes out and really gain a bunch of subs. However, I don't do that. I hold it until the next inning so I can quickly go through the experience path again. But guys, that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let's make some profit.